Yo, 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 yo. We back, we back, we back. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out that upload I just did on Lord Scooter. I keep saying Lord Scooter, Young Scooter. Lord Scooter from Baltimore. Yeah, we gotta talk about these internet rats. It's getting out of control, y'all. People is actively interviewing federal informants. Snitches is running wild, getting interviewed left and right. You got rats calling out other rats. Like, yo, this shit is getting crazy. It's getting out of control, y'all. What's up, Butter? You got rats talking about other rats. Like, don't look at me because I'm a rat. Look at him. Don't do it, Eugene. What's up, my man? What's up, Devo? Straight up. We gotta get Eugene back on the streets, man. We ready to start a free Eugene campaign. You heard me? Gotta get Eugene back on the streets, man. Shit getting out of control. We need to bring some structure. You might can bring some structure to the internet. You know what I mean? Got Wack 100 lying. You know what I mean? Wack 100 still trying to act like he ran and he cooperated. Like, come on, them niggas ain't fucking stupid. Dumbass niggas. This nigga's crazy. You know, then look, niggas that interviewed the fucking snitch. Niggas interviewed the federal informant. Like, yo, how can you even do that? Like, yo, you not worried about the phone being tapped or, like, I don't know, yo, these niggas is weirdos. I already show it to you. Nigga interviewed the federal informant in Big U case. Interviewed him. And he ain't just a federal informant. He got arrested for underage trafficking or some shit like that. Like, he a whole slime ball. He deserved to be extorted for real. You shouldn't even get charged for extorting them type niggas. You know what I mean? So he's a certified slime ball, basically. Got arrested for sex trafficking women. 2 of them was underage. Then caught another case. Ended up cooperating with law enforcement. Then you put him on your platform? Like, man, sweet the Fox, man. Fox a Million said, man, if you interview a rat, you can't interview me. Straight up. We gotta bring that back. Ready to start a real nigga campaign, man. If you real, tap in. It don't matter how many subscribers you got. We ready to bring this shit back. We ready to fight. Gotta fight the power like they used to say back in the 70s. You heard me? This shit ain't right, y'all. And it was designed like this. Showed y'all that in the last video. What we saying right now was the plan from the beginning. Not from the social media companies, but from the federal government. This is the plan from the fucking beginning, man. To attack the black community. Because it's like we don't even want to catching this shit. Like, I ain't saying no other indictments coming down. I ain't saying nobody else getting killed because of social media. Just black people. But the same people that's doing this got more black people working for them. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. That's the crazy thing about it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I showed y'all who the rat was. So we're going to listen to the rat talk. And then I'm going to take y'all to who the rat is. And why he's ratting. For the people that didn't see it. Oh, snitch, bitch. Gotta go to my man Getty for this. Come on, YouTube. Send out notifications, man. Stop playing. Yo, if y'all notice, they haven't been recommending my videos to nobody new lately. So, give you a heads up. Make sure y'all share the live, subscribe to the channel, tell somebody. Cause they ain't been recommending my videos to nobody new. You know. It's par for the course, though. You know what I mean? I ain't surprised.
There ain't no one human being that's not gonna check in. Let me give you on a bigger scale. The United States of America and all these countries have what is called airspace. Yeah. If you invade their airspace with a plane, they consider that an act of war. If you want to come in their airspace, you're gonna check in. You can choose not to, and it's gonna be a problem. If dudes come and you move it in a certain way, if you choose not to check in, suffer the consequences. You feel like you got something that's bigger than what is there. And I just, because I do it, it's foreign to me to hear people speak out there. I'm not going to check in, but then that's the ignorant dude, because that's the dude who wants the internet fame. Any real dude that's ever really been in LA, he checked in. Me, myself, I check in.
Yeah.
And in certain places, I'm going to tell a dude that they check in with me. Now, I don't think you should go there now.
Yeah.
I mean, he might want to go to the other one.
Yeah.
And I don't think nobody is safe. I know dudes right now from LA who are actual gang members who have been robbed for their jury, who real killers. Like, who really real killers. Like, if he ever find out who did that, he gonna knock everybody down. You understand what I'm saying? You just call slipping. And that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? And you try your best not to be slipping. And if you have the means not to, by doing it.
Now that song is copywritten.
Payments directly from the feds because he was already cooperating because he had been caught a previous case. Well, he's speaking out in an interview, speaking about Big U, speaking about his situation, and speaking about his thoughts around the whole situation, man. Check this out.
I do want to say that I do have a story. I do have a side. People are paying people $200, $300 to tell them things about me. Not a lot of this stuff is true, and I can't wait to tell my side.
This is the thing about it. Who the fuck cares about his side? Like, yo, when we start caring about his side? Like, he's a fucking federal agent. Nobody cares about his side. Like, I would never reach out to like, yo, hey, yo, you trying to do an interview to tell your side of the story? Make a fuck no. Yo, you might get my phone hot. like, these niggas is crazy, man.
As far as Luce can go, I don't think he works for the police. I don't think he's telling. I think he's lost in the sauce, kind of. I think he wants the celebrity. He wants the clout and stuff like that. I do think
I'm gonna talk about it.
Telling because of what Big U has done to him too.
He already took a profit agreement. He already took a profit right
no,
there.
He didn't. Up there. He did not.
Oh, okay.
So he's telling.
Yeah.
I just put the.
A lot of times, right? A reflection of what happens to you through life is a reflection of what you've done through life. And I think that, when you look at, even the Nipsey Hussle situation and, what Nip and, Big Man went through, it's like we're not dealing with one of the best peoples in the world. We're dealing with, a lot of these people.
Yo, his bitch ass is trying to play himself out to be a victim. This nigga's a criminal. This nigga's a criminal, man. But now he a victim. Like, yo, that's why, I couldn't sit back and talk to yo. Like, I'd have linked on yo. Bitch, nigga, why are you sitting there acting like you don't know what the fuck going on, bro? Like, you was complicit in the whole play, too. Oh, suck ass, nigga.
People are pro-black only when it matters. Even one day I seen Luce Cannon on the show talking about,
Luce Cannon working, bro.
Y'all niggas like Willie Lynch, y'all want me to get locked up and this and that, but then, you know what I'm saying? You just can jump Marciano, bro. He's 60 years old. You took him off his clothes and it's only pro-black sometimes. They're only community people sometimes, and nobody really knows these people. When you look at Nip contract, 10 years for 30%, you know that shit's fucking demonic, right? When a motherfucker doing something good in the hood and you want to chase him out and belittle him and shit like that, like you know the type of person that, kind of...
Big U had a 50% split on that 30% of Nipsey Hussle contract. And for what I understand, that's the typical fee for management. I think it's anywhere from 10 to 30%. But you got two people that's managing Nip, they splitting it 15% apiece. See, motherfuckers is pushing false narratives, trying to make them out to be something that it ain't.
People with some people tell me like, yo, D, keep your head up. That's what's gonna happen with, and no matter what. And I just hate the fact that I'm a part of it, or I'm a part of it. But why was I, even in that situation? Even after the feds had got me.
Yo, do y'all hear this nigga? Yo, if you didn't ever tell, you wouldn't even been a part of this shit. Your bitch ass. They're gonna try to make him pay for it. Depending on what role you play.
People already know what it is, though, Dale. You feel what I'm saying? So
I don't think they know. They know what they're being told, and then remember, there's a complaint, and then there's an indictment, and then there's something stronger than even that, right? So a lot of complaints and indictments are being pieced together to do and say certain things, and I do respect this shit. you know, and I do understand, like, you know, the business part of it. I do know that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff is for, and like I said, I watch you, and I know the man that hooked us up. There's nobody more pro-black than this guy, you know what I'm saying, brother, sister type thing, and, you know, I respect him a lot, but just afford me some time to think, and maybe we can have a pre-discussion about, you know, the agenda here, what are we trying to do, because, you know, everything should have a purpose to it, you know, and a purpose to uplift our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even when I think about Big U, when I think about Luce Cannon, and, you know, there's anger and there's animosity and there's hurt and there's all of this shit involved in it. You know what I mean? I still know that as black people, we're still fucking products of our environment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think for me to win, you got to lose.
Now he Malcolm X. Yo, Malcolm X talked against working with the federal government. Like, this is shit that be pissing me off with these niggas, right? You got niggas like him, Charleston White, and all these other niggas always talking about this neighborhood peace shit. Yo, but y'all working with them people. Like, yo, them people, them agencies, them fucking letters, never been a friend of the black community. You can't talk this shit and be working with the feds, bro. Like, yo, why are we letting these people get away with this shit? Yo, why are we letting people talk this fucking community shit, but yet they work with the federal government who destroyed the community? Like, yo, that shit is so fucking bad. Somebody should have slapped Joe as soon as he said that out of his mouth. Knocked his teeth out.
And, you know, that's a
man,
big problem.
Diddy. Oh, you still got to talk about TK. I'm glad you brought that up.
Like, you know, we can all kind of survive the way you got 50 jewelers on the same block, but they can all get along. You know what I'm saying? It's not really dog eat dog. But some people are from a world where it's just dog eat dog. You know what I mean? And that's part of my agenda. That it ain't fucking got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That the black man ain't got to step on another black man. The old niggas ain't got to step on the young niggas, like, you know, to where they can't breathe. Like, this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot that goes on. I think the biggest thing for me about
now, this is coming from a man that got arrested for sex trafficking with 2 minors. Listen to this shit. How do you talk like that and do some of the shit you doing? He's a bitch. That's how.
I ended up where I ended up is because it's like someone trying to break you, and then it works. I don't know if your girl, you know, if you ever had a girlfriend or somebody that tried to get you mad, and then it actually works, and then, you know, someone's trying to break you, and then I was fucking broken. And I'm not, you know, I don't have the fire that I used to have, the ambition that I used to have. I don't have any of that thing, right? So yeah, man.
I'm a bitch.
I mean, there's people offering me $5,000, $10,000. I haven't really taken any of them, and you've already gotten, you know, because you know I can't work no more. I can't be outside no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very tricky for me. It's very fucked up. For me, it's for a lot of people. But
the people look at it like, yo, you know,
listen to this though, right? This guy is talking like he doing this shit because he's an upstanding member of society. Like, don't he sound like a victim? Like, he's talking like he's an upstanding member. He followed all the rules, never broke a law. Yo, he ain't start telling till he got caught with guns in Ohio. That man got caught with guns. I think I'm gonna go to the video, but I think it's guns in Ohio, and decided to cooperate. Like, are you not doing like same shit? Charleston might be talking like you're not doing this shit with a civilian mind frame. You ain't doing this shit because it's the right thing to do. He doing this shit because he don't want to fucking go to prison. He don't want to face the consequence for his own fucking actions. That's it, and that's all. Like, yo, see, that's why I can't talk to these dudes, man. Like, I can't sit on an interview and I can't sit on an interview and let a motherfucker just tell me anything and I'm just listening. And I know it's bogus. I know it's bullshit. I'm feeding it to the people that watch me. Man, fuck no, we're going to get to the truth. You know what I mean? The truth is, you started cooperating because your dumb ass got caught. Simple and plain. It wasn't extortion. It wasn't an issue till your bitch ass got caught in Ohio. Shut your dumb ass up. Mudslide. You probably rat just like him.
Foul. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know that you did what you did and it's foul because you was out there. I
can say, yeah, Yeah, it sucks. And it's a lot of foul things. And, I'm not the only one that foul things happen to. And, yeah, and then, as we go through what happened.
Yo, was that your cousin or something? No, don't, y'all gotta stop deleting them, yo, because I need to lane on them when they do shit like that. Like, what the fuck, that's your peoples? The fuck you talking about? He's a bitch. He testifying. He's working with the federal government. It's a fact. Not speculating. You heard him say out his own motherfucking mouth. He's working with the federal government. He didn't start working with the federal government, so his bitch ass got arrested in Ohio. That's not up for debate. That's what really happened. Fuck is you talking about, dumbass? Man. Yo, stop deleting them, yo, so I can lane on them. They need to be linked on because they're part of the problem. Those people that say them dumbass comments is part of the reason why we got all these fed agents on fucking YouTube. There's the reason why we got all these fed agents winning while real people is losing. This shit is, they done infiltrated the internet with fucking agents and people don't even realize it.
There's a lot of people that this just happened to all across, I think. And, for different reasons, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times,
no, they ain't do
looking
shit.
at this shit like,
yo, if you're going to troll, yo, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, man. We'll talk.
That was victim number 1, Dale Morrison, the person that's cooperating against.
Now, let me show y'all what this bitch ass did. How he even became a fucking cooperant. Nigga ain't no fucking victim. In the paperwork, it said he was going to get 25% if he could have found anybody he could have helped get extorted. He was getting 25% of that.
For a long
nigga,
time,
he was
like
in
I said, he's a club promoter.
He was in the motherfucking business. Who page is this? Salute the rap news and street politics. So this is on rap news street politics page.
Now, it's a lot of information that's coming out. A lot of individuals speculate as to who's telling, who's snitching, who the witnesses are, and that's where we step in. Now, right now, we got one main individual who's playing some dirty games in this paperwork. Now, as we broke down when we covered this Big U indictment, there's confidential informants, multiple witnesses in multiple areas. And we also have some snitches on the forecast as well. But we're not talking about probabilities in this video. We only gonna talk about facts. So we know there's an individual that they referred to as CW1. They broke down his profile, his case history, and what information he provided. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm onto that dude, but I'm not 100% for sure that is who I think it is. So we're not gonna put that out there because we're not here to make allegations in terms of who's snitching. We're gonna tell you exactly who it is. And a lot of people, of course, they wanted to be Wack 100. They wanted to be 600. Bricc, baby.
It is Wack 100 and 600. They just did it on the internet. So they're not going to be on paperwork. Because this is what people got to understand. I keep telling you, open source research. As long as they do it on the internet, the feds can just use it. They can investigate it. They don't have to testify to any of that shit.
Baby, we know Luce is already telling. He's self-snitching. He's implicated himself. But this individual right here is also snitching on Luce Cannon. But as of right now, we got to say factually, it's none of them other dudes. But you know the saying, when life gives you lemons, you end up with Dale Morrison. Now, Dale Morrison is going to be victim number 1. This is actually going to be the biggest rat in this case. So again, this is not CW1 who was pardoned by Joe Biden. And this is not witness 1 that was around the alleged murder situation in Nevada. The witness that was working as a
savings you just can't beat. Oh.
Man, he's snitching, bro. Yo, Luce Cannon gotta be snitching. Yo, it's no way he that stupid to keep doing interviews while he got in federal penitentiary. Talking about the case. Man, he cooperating. Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Or
the Bricc baby
studio.
Bricc baby better be careful.
This is the man that was getting extorted, so to speak. The one that was robbed by Luce Cannon.
Talk about it.
And the club promoter who set up the whole situation with Big U and Deja Vu, where it was said that Big U had shook down 30 rats out that situation. But the key thing, man, is who is Dale Morrison?
Right.
Now, he's not only a rat. He's actually a club promoter, and I would say somewhat of an entrepreneur throughout the city. And the next question one may ask is, why Dale Morrison? Why was he being shook down? It seems like this dude is one of them guys playing all sides.
He's a victim.
Now, the key thing is Dale Morrison has been in the mix around all these dudes for a long time. Like I said, he's a club promoter. And anybody know these club promoters? They're the ultimate people person. But especially when you're promoting black businesses, black clubs, black parties, you're going to end up intertwining with the hood at some point, especially in LA. So we've seen Dale Morrison not only with Big U, we've seen him with Nipsey, we've seen him with Gilly the Kid, Joe Moses. Like I said, this dude has been around everybody in the city.
He's trying to play a victim, yo. This nigga ain't no fucking victim. Just like SKG ain't no fucking victim. Like, it's crazy to me. That's like, right? All the shit I done did in the streets, right? All the shit I done did in life. I get robbed and I go to the police. Man, yo, robbed me. Like, what? Like, yo, what part of the game is that? You out this bitch, you done probably robbed before too. Now, Bun B, like I always talk about the Bun B situation. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you talk all this gangster shit. Now some gangster shit happening. You go to the police. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, we living in a wild time in the world, man. I don't fuck with that. Don't be a civilian when it's beneficial. That's what we got. Everybody want to become a civilian when it's beneficial. They want to break every law in the world. But now it's civilian time. Now it's time to face consequences. Now I'm a civilian. Now I don't know nothing. I ain't never did nothing. He did it. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. These bitch ass niggas. These niggas bitch.
And we gotta put this out so nobody else falls into the games that this dude is playing. Now, the paperwork has painted him out to be a victim, and on the contrary, painted Big U to just be somebody that got him in a headlock. But Dale Morrison is actually playing his own games in these streets, man. So the key thing right now is Morrison is under his own federal indictment, which has nothing to do with any of these dudes in this indictment, with this Big U Rolling 60 situation. This dude had his feet in the streets, a full participant in the life of criminality. He's not just some weed shop owner that's trying to make a living and ends meet by playing it fair. This is the misconception.
No, police ain't coming to him. His bitch ass got locked up. He got locked up in Ohio. They're going to talk about it. He got locked up and started cooperating. He's a bitch.
Now, the indictment that he's allegedly the main defendant on is a conspiracy with the intent to possess narcotics. Also possession with the intent to distribute narcotics. And the main key thing is the feds are alleging that Dale Morrison is using businesses in LA as fronts, including the same business that Big U was allegedly shaking down. So we've seen Morrison with multiple different businesses. MLB Investments and Holdings, M4 Morrison Media Marketing and Management, DMO 20 Consultants, LLC, Everybody Eats, which is also synonymous with the Everybody Eats Genetics cannabis business, which he's affiliated with. Now, at the time when he was allegedly participating in the conspiracy, some of these businesses were operating off some high rises off Fed.
That's what we saying
now,
every day.
As of today, he's changed the addresses to these businesses. But in 2020, it's alleged that he was working with 4 other co-conspirators by the names of Jordan Jackson, Keyshawn Brandon, Brittany Duff, and Deja Purifoy. Now, everybody except for Keyshawn Brandon was operating in Ohio. Keyshawn Brandon, aka Keys, is said to be Morrison's bodyguard, or security, so to speak, that protects his criminal endeavors. And it said that on July 25th, 2020, Keys was chaperoning around 7,000 grams of meth, approximately 2,000 grams of powder, and around 5,300 grams of weed from LA to Ohio, which is when they got pulled over. And somehow, some way, it comes out that this shipment came from Del Morrison. Now, mind you, this is July 2020. In the Big U indictment, the feds said they didn't start watching Big U until February 2021, after the alleged murder committed by Big U in Nevada. But again, they was already watching the 6-0s in 2020, and they were able to track 8 USPS packages sent from Ohio to different addresses in LA, some in the 40s, a business in the Mansfields, and of course, an Addy in the 6-0s, where it said that around 150 racks had came from Ohio and touched down to LA, which the feds are alleging is proceeds that Morrison was receiving in this drug conspiracy. Now, 6 days after they got caught in that car, Morrison's house was hit July 31st, 2020, where it said this dude also had a bunch of weapons. But he wasn't fully taken in on this indictment until a year later, April 28th, 2021. But the Big U document alleges that he was a known extortion target since the beginning of their investigation on Big U. So as we see here in this Big U paperwork, it states victim 1 has a criminal history that includes arrest for narcotics conspiracy and distribution in violation of Title 21, Section 846, respectively, for which he is pending sentencing.
Hold up. No, we ain't going to read all that. Victim 1 has a criminal history that includes arrest for narcotics conspiracy and distribution in violation of Title 21, for which he is pending sentencing, robbery in violation of California Penal Code, Section 211, as well as a felony conviction for human trafficking of a minor under the age of 18 in violation of California Penal Code 236. Victim 1 will likely receive cooperation credits based on this case and his unrelated pending drug case from the United States Attorney's Office in Southern District of Ohio. He's a bitch. Where the fuck that dude that was just fucking co-signing your bitch ass? He's a motherfucking trafficking minors. But this is what I be telling y'all about these people, yo. When you see people involved in this type of shit, you know they a rat. Ratting is not about the streets, it's about character. That's why I keep trying to nail that shit to people, yo. So when you watching these goofball ass, rat ass niggas, yo, them niggas' character is flawed. There ain't nobody to be fucking watching and listening to and supporting them niggas. Man, I can't say it enough. Y'all see, you should already see it.
Arrest for narcotics conspiracy and distribution in violation of Title 21, Section 846, respectively, for which he is pending sentencing. It's still an open Fed case. He hasn't been sentenced. Why? Because he's using his telling on Big U in this indictment, in which it says that victim 1 will likely receive cooperation.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradigm.
Who got locked up for sex trafficking a minor? He deserved to be extorted. If you want to keep it all the way real, he deserved to be extorted. Y'all don't think so? Y'all here trafficking kids? Is that not a perfect extortion victim?
Based on this case in his unrelated pending drug case from the United States Attorney's Office in the Southern District of Ohio. So this information right here is why there's no need for guessing. There's no need for allegations. There's a lot of blunt that's coming out. Is this dude snitching? Is he snitching? You know, people grasping at straws just for the content. The paperwork is telling us who these people are. Now, like I said, in the forecast, there are some snitches that's coming out. But, you know, that's neither here nor there because we have to move factually when we talking about people as rats. And this is what I mean by this is a dirty character right here. He caught an unrelated Fed case before any of this situation and immediately started pointing fingers at the big fish because he's a little fish in the streets, but nonetheless, he's still in the streets. He's not some innocent victim just floating around getting a noogie on his head. You know what I'm saying? And then with that situation that they had at Deja Vu on Big U Party in 2021, he complained and snitched about Big U pressing him and the other promoter for 30 racks But then he turns around the next year and still promotes his next party in 2022 at Cheetahs. This dude playing street games, but when the big fish come and collect, he want to point the finger now. But he got some even nastier work on his name. He's also been convicted of a robbery, and guess what? Human trafficking of a minor under the age of 18. Shit, I see why he's getting pressed. This is a weird dude in the streets. And it's also said that he has ties to Wack 100. We're going to get to that, though. Now, one can make the argument that Big U wouldn't even be under an investigation by the feds if it wasn't for this dude. Reason being is because the homicide that took place in Nevada was under investigation by the police in Nevada, not the feds. This dude comes along, and now you have the full RICO where we're talking about money, extortion, and robbery being involved into a full enterprise with Big U. Now, along with CW1,
Mo, what's up, Big?
Morrison also told the feds about the Adrian Broner situation. He had a recording on Big U when he sat down with him April 14th and April 15th of 2022. He was mic'd up when Big U was talking about the Adrian Broner situation. Now, like I said, this is the same person that Luce Cannon admitted to robbing. This is one of the main reasons why Luce Cannon is sitting down. Not only did Luce Cannon talk on the podcast, but what sealed his fate was the dude he robbed was working as an informant. So, like I said, all he had to do was corroborate the story that Luce Cannon told as being factual.
YouTube ain't sending out my
with him being
notifications,
the
bro.
victim, it was extremely easy for Luce Cannon to get snatched up. Now, like I said, he was around all these dudes before this investigation popped off, and he was around all the way up to when they got hit. But in the Big U video, we also spoke about a time when the Nevada police had went to Big U's house to pay him a visit in regards to the murder that took place out there. We see Daryl Morrison on the wiretap with them later on that night, giving extortion payments to Vay. And he also dug into multiple details to the feds about how Big U tried to get him to line up other weed dealers and other businesses in the city. But the key thing, this dude was making 25% off of the tape. So I'm not going to sit here and act like this dude
I've been going too hard,
the worst
yo.
life possible.
See, that's the thing, yo. When you start going hard on these niggas, that's when YouTube, because I told y'all, I don't know how many people seen that video because they ain't sent out notifications for that either. Yo, this is a federal program. This is a federal program. Yo, right now we just saying the fruits of the labor. This shit has been in the works since 2007, where we're gonna turn this internet into a crime fighting tool, and that's what they did. And then over time, they start bringing these, you know what I mean? They start bringing their little guys on like a Wack and Charleston, you know the guys. You know, if you on the internet talking about other people's crimes, what the fuck are you? You understand? Like, it's just obvious. Who does that? Who does that? Yo, you will never see me come on here and me talk about a crime my man did. Yeah, man, my man did it. Like, yo, fuck no. Charleston White got on here and talked about Yellow Beezy, Rainwater, Big U, Nipsey Hussle. Like, yo, that is not normal behavior of a man. It's police work. You understand what I'm saying? So what they did over time is they brought their guys on, and we saying it now. Indictments of the black community, specifically, nobody else. Of the black community. But you got black people working with these motherfuckers. You got black people that support the people that work with these motherfuckers. It's ugly. I don't understand it, to be totally honest. I don't watch none of them rat ass niggas. You feel me? Like, I can't. Like, what the fuck? I can't watch Terrence Williams. I can't watch Terrence Williams. What am I for what? That man came home day one and uploaded a YouTube video. After doing 20-something years in the federal penitentiary, he came home day one and uploaded a YouTube video. Is that normal? Is that normal behavior from a man that just did 20 years in the feds? It's not, yo. You guys are fucking agents, man.
tired of being punked, and his run-in with the feds in the situation in Ohio has led to him becoming spooked. And he's using that to get from up under Big U's thumb. Like I said, we seen this dude with all the rappers, promoting all the parties. We seen him promoting Filthy Rich, everybody. This is not somebody you want to be around. I'm going to keep it real. You never know who else you're going to throw up under the bus to lighten up that federal indictment that
ain't like he was a rapper.
His head. And it's one thing called a sentence memorandum. That memorandum right there breaks down.
Man, Terrence Williams did blow up. That boy on every platform. He on every platform, man. He just is blown up as some of the other guys that's working. No, right now, yo, most of these guys that's on the top of this YouTube shit is working, man. Not all of them, but I would probably say, I don't even know, y'all. Probably 70%. I'm gonna say 60. I'm gonna go to low end and say 60% of the people that's on the top of YouTube right now is working with law enforcement, whether it's directly or indirectly. All right. Okay.
Meet with the judge, and they go over everything. All the people that's there for you in the courtroom, all the letters from your employers, your family, all the mitigating factors that you're using to try to get the judge not to send your ass all the way up the river.
The thing is with Terrence, right? Like Terrence Williams wasn't no rapper. Now, that's typical for a rapper. Terrence Williams was a street nigga. He wasn't no rapper. Yo came home and uploaded a video straight to yo. I gotta show you the video. That bitch early as a motherfucker. I'll show it before. I might get to it before the live over. I got a video on it. I got a video on it. That man uploaded a video first day home talking about people thought I was gonna die in prison, but I'm too shrewd. Nigga, shrewd. Shrewd? What Terrence did to get home? He called that shit shrewd. I call that shit despicable. Wasn't nothing shrewd about that shit, man. You told on every fucking body you can tell on for years to keep getting time taken off.
Point. That's when these cooperation credits are going to take effect.
Right. Come on, y'all. You know how that shit goes. Lord, you can't work with them people one time. Like, you don't work with them people one time. Like, that's not, I don't know, that's not how that shit go. He cooperated with them people. He's owned forever.
And lessen the blow of that offense. That document is still sealed, and he's not sentenced yet. Mind you, this offense happened in 2020, and he went down in 2021. Here we are 4 years later. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get sentenced until after everybody in this Big U indictment is taken care of. Because we may see this dude on the stand if anybody takes it to trial, which I'm highly doubting right now. But like I said before, this dude participated in countless wiretaps. It seemed like Bay and Big U stayed on this dude on the phone. And all he was doing was leading these guys over to Title III. But like I said, he went down in April 2021. 8 months after this is the man that was making those controlled extortion payments. The FBI gave him thousands of dollars, split up over multiple occasions, slid it right to him so he can go meet with Big U or Vay.
Yo, he's a rat, bro. Why are you taking up for that boy, yo?
Like I said, this dude wasted no time
he's a rat.
To get out
dirty
of the field
one of the biggest
confidential informant. But they call him a victim. And one key thing you got to realize about these dudes that work for the feds, you know, of course, everything's incentivized. There's a reason.
Terrence Williams one of the biggest rats we got out here right now. I can't name a rat offhand bigger than Terrence Williams other than probably Sammy the Bull. Like, yo, what the fuck? That man is a huge rat. New York one. One of the ones you see in Australia or something. Nigga told a hell of people, bro.
But you also...
that man told correctional officers, inmates, friends, dead friends. That man told on a hell of people, man. And called the shrewd. Nigga, I call you a bitch. Nigga, do your time, nigga. Like, yo, that's the shit that be pissing me off with people. This the world that we living in where everybody want to commit crime, but don't nobody want to go to jail. Don't nobody want to, like, yo, I thought jail was always on a menu. When you out here moving reckless, you know the consequences of that shit. If you trafficking drugs from state to state, you know that's federal. You know that's federal. You know, if you from motherfucking New York and you get pulled over in Charlotte with motherfucking coming from Florida with a motherfucking brick of cane, you know that's federal. Not much time that carry. But no, niggas don't want to do that though. Niggas want to commit the crimes, and then when they get caught, now they want to tell on they motherfucking body. I don't respect that. I always knew, especially as an adult, I always knew the decisions I was making, regardless of anything I did. Never mind.
To enter some sort of a contractual agreement with these people. And of course, nobody wants their information out there. Nobody wants the feds to say that they working for them. But the key thing is, in that contract that you sign with these folks, they let you know that they can't promise and ensure you that your information will be kept solid. Because at some point, if somebody goes to trial, you may be called as a witness. But like we see here, they basically told us who he was. Again, this is why there should be no speculation in putting out.
It's here. This is it. The federal government's just coming out with some new regulations that allows you to.
No, yo, cause that should be aggravating me, bro. Like, that shit aggravating. Cause like it's like yo, people acting like they don't know the rules. People act like they don't understand federal informants in the role that they play. People act like they don't understand the feds in the role that they play. Niggas supporting these niggas. These niggas getting rich. They getting rich selling out their own fucking people. Because we the only ones going to prison. We the only ones I see getting indictments.
Until the information drops. But what we meant by this,
what we found out yesterday was the United States government, the biggest fucking criminals of every fucking body, and they don't face no consequences. But they want to make us look like the worst of the worst. These motherfuckers was funneling people information illegally. Didn't go through the courts. Nobody got in trouble.
You know, as a club promoter, he's mixed in with everybody. Wack is in the entertainment business. He got to get his artists in these clubs and make this chilly. But on June 5th, 2022, on the wiretap, Big U was telling this dude, stop doing business with Wack 100 because he's a rat. And a month after that, Big U broke down a situation to Dale Morrison that he had with Wack 100. Now, I believe Wack was talking about this, you know, he's kind of hard to listen to. I'm going to keep it real, man. But the account of the incident that was on wiretap, the account that the feds have,
is rules to this shit. Stand on old law. Straight up, yo. Straight up. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, yo, but they didn't kill people with this content word, and people think this shit cool. Like, oh, this shit is going on. This shit ain't cool, man. This shit ain't cool, man. These niggas want to commit crimes and don't go to jail. Like, what the fuck part of the game is that?
Is that Big U and some 6-0s chased down Wack. And Wack took off screaming, saying, my wife draws. I see you, Eugene. I see you, Eugene. I see you. He said he was
don't
screaming.
Do it, Eugene.
And he said he had a blower. But he said Wack pleaded and said, don't do this. My wife, my kids in the car. He said, draws, don't do this. This is the account told by Big U to Dale Morrison. So we see why Wack is on this campaign, man. These two is for sure beefing. Now, the comment where he said Wack 100 is a snitch, like I said, of course, we all would like him to be, especially at this juncture. But I have no paperwork on it, so I can't say.
Well, we learned Wack was a snitch yesterday. Wack caught a fucking gun case in fucking, what state was that? What state was that, y'all? Wack caught that gun case in. And the shit disappeared right before the Crips got indicted. Hey, yo, these guys ain't right. Then Wack and fucking, I'm gonna go to Byron Blake. Then Wack and Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon been working. Yo, this shit been in the works for a while, man. Then Wack and Luce Cannon get on motherfucking wiretap. Not wiretap. No, wasn't wiretap. Once Luce Cannon got picked up by the feds, he links up with Wack. Wack calls the nigga Del Morrison.
Luce Cannon is continuously calling home from.
Wack calls the nigga Del Morrison, and these motherfuckers have a whole conversation about the case, knowing they talking to a federal informant. This snitch ass nigga tells the federal informant, you know, I fucks with you. What? I fucks with you. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. Yo told the federal informant I fucks with you.
About whatever they was admitted it. I work it. Having that phone.
His audio.
Just business with him. He was just on my phone.
Now this is a play to try to slide Luce Cannon from up under this indictment. That's what this is. Like, yo, they've been running this play for years. This play been like a 4-year play. Look at this bitch ass nigga. Now he act like he ain't a rat. He want to call out Jay Prince. Like it can't be more than one rat. Like, yo, these niggas is crazy. Yo, we not letting him get away from this. Bitch, you working. I told you every couple days I'm ready to start doing a title Wack 100 a rat. We might not even talk about him. It's just that shit just gonna be in the title. They're gonna have to ban me from YouTube, man. Cause I ain't giving up on this shit. People gotta understand that he's a fucking slime ball. He couldn't do shit with Big U in the streets, so he fucking went to the fucking police. But this is the same person that used to scream on Pyru every 3 seconds. This the same person that talk about with somebody I got down. You supposed to got down. But you ain't get down with Big U. All Big U want to do is break his jaw. Like, he act like he did all this because he was scared of a squabble. Off of Big U, he said Big U, he snaked him on a business deal. So he snaked you in a business deal and you go the police route? Oh my God, these niggas despicable.
I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do weed dispensary and book shows. I know the nigga. Now Luce is all the way up. Luce up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up in the March 14th, which lets me know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. So, yes, I got the whole call. Bad mother's bad business. I said, thought about it. I said, them niggas just called me in October. Twice. October 14th, October 15th. And these niggas was having this conversation. Dale said he had to turn himself in December. He said, what? Big U's hot. He working. I'm not going to lie. He admitted it. I work it. I told him Big U been extorting that nigga. Wack, when I did business with you, it was real business. Even when I owed your people, shut down to me and it was fair business. We made a deal, we negotiated, you shook hands, you left. You left me with the...
So he's admitting, he's on the phone talking to a federal informant. Yo, if you fucking call me from the feds and tweets and you call me talking about crimes, I'm hanging up the fucking phone on you, bro. And I ain't even committing crimes currently. Yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like, he's having this casual conversation and niggas is listening to it and ain't nobody like, yo, damn, yo, what the fuck? Yo, so you really had a conversation with a federal informant? Like, and you knew he was a federal informant. He told you he was a federal informant and you continued the conversation afterwards? Man, people crazy.
People, whenever I sent you money, you always deliver. But these niggas want to come over here playing with me, right? And then him and Luce got to talking about whatever they was talking about. And thinking about it is like, yeah, this is going to turn out tough because they was just on my phone in October. And Dale and Luce Cannon was wide open with their conversation.
That was the plan.
And now I see it like, I'll be like, fuck. So yeah. came in there. I came in with my squad, cuz, and then remember we took everything.
Well, look, this is after Luce Cannon was grabbed up by the feds. Luce Cannon was grabbed up by the feds, I think, in 2022. Him and Bricc, baby. So you get grabbed up by the feds. They tell you about Del Morrison, and the next thing you do is call them. Okay. These lips definitely same shit. Man, see the DC, man. What he's trying to do in this call, he's trying to paint himself out. He's trying to paint himself out as a victim as well. Everybody want to be a victim now. Like that's what I said. He was extorting with Big U. If you let the paperwork tell it, but now he's a victim now. This is commonplace. People want to commit crimes and then play victim. So, niggas should have known Wack was suspect when he started recording phone calls. Like, when niggas start recording phone calls? Wack 100 brought that to the equation. When he recorded Big U. I mean, recorded him and Hassan Campbell ran that play. What's up, Shady? You been at nigga? Hey, yo, we gotta get some more likes. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. No, I think he was in Las Vegas at that time. He in Cali now. I'm ready to go to he just had a phone call. We ready to go to that next. Yo, you see, like the podcast shit. He already snitching. What he doing online? What Luce Cannon is doing is cooperating. He's cooperating through social media. It's called open source information. That's what he was doing the whole time. He been cooperating the whole time. Since when we first seen him, he was cooperating. Like Wack 100. Wack 100 must was his handler or something. Then he faked the beef with Wack 100 to distance himself from him. But if you notice, when Wack 100 name come up, he never say nothing bad about him. I haven't heard Wack 100 say, man, Luce Cannon know what's going on. He just ain't telling y'all. Now, hell no, yo. Can't call me from the jail phone talking crazy. This is the call when Luce Cannon is trying to distance himself from Big U by talking to Dell. This is not a wiretap. This is recorded by Wack 100. This was some shit that they, you know what I mean? But Wack is saying this ain't no fucking wiretap. How the fuck you get a wiretap? Unless you the police, and he is the police. But this ain't no wiretap. This is Wack 100 recorded call with Luce Cannon and Dell. This is the thing, y'all. Luce Cannon can't go on. He can't go on his back. He gonna get that chopped up. You know that. Yep, just like Rilo. Like, yo, this is a crime, yo. You understand what I'm saying? You got Wack 100 ducking crimes, Luce Cannon ducking crimes. They working. Then you reached out to a federal informant who you are alleged to have been extorting. Think about that. Think about if somebody told on you and you reached out to him. You be going to jail, man.
I'm thinking on 6 like you had something to do with it, but then I thought about it is they asked me about information about you, but I know it's not coming from you because we already know what happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to think about it because nigga, when they came to question me, niggas, man, homies, it was like out the blue, like hit me at the gas station. Wow. I want to tell you something, bro. I'll be watching some of your videos, bro. And when you say, that soul and rocket have the end shit, that should be hitting me like a motherfucker every time you say it. Yeah, because every time I hear you say soul and rock and hide the hand, I'll be like, it just be like, man, it just be like, damn, it's like, man, you know what to say, nigga, you know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I got my own problem. I don't know nothing what's going on besides, bro. Yeah, I know, but you know, when y'all wrapped up in this shit too, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened trickle down with Big U, but then nigga ultimately, nigga, they got me. You know what I'm saying? We know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Oh shit, okay. You said you got something going. It's always gonna be low. I mean, you know more than me, girl. You know, check in. I don't know, man. Shit don't make sense to me no more, bro. You know that dealing with the police, bro. And nigga, I don't think nobody can deny that because that's how he. See, that's why Wack never respected Nipsey. Because Wack knew shit about Nipsey that wasn't respectable. And he only know that because of us. I watch that shit. It might be true. You know what I'm saying? You got that recorded and Nipsey talking to the police and they try to use it against him, maybe. It might be true, but shit. No, but what I'm saying is because it's like, you know, like with that situation on downtown or whatever, like that when the same team got you, because I they just got me a couple of months ago. Yeah, but what relationship me and you got?
Yo, what they did was they used Luce Cannon to strengthen the case. So if they didn't have Luce Cannon, look, right? If they didn't have Luce Cannon account of this extortion, then it would be Big U word against the other guy word. Even though they got Big U on you know, making payments, and a lot of that shit was recorded because the nigga Del bitch ass was wearing a wire. But still, you know, just to tighten all their ends, you get Luce Cannon to get up there and talk about crimes that he know is ready to come down the pipeline. Like he knew this. He knew because he told he already got grabbed and snatched. So you get snatched and then you get on interviews and talk about crimes that they talk to you about in the interrogation room. You working. Bitch ass nigga. Then you got, so while he's still on his media run, which is crazy in itself, like I just don't understand how a lawyer is allowing their client to go on media runs if he's not cooperating. So him and his wife be doing their little whatever they do. Hold on. You find out that Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby is cell buddies. What's the odds of that? What's the odds of Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby being cell buddies, y'all? Typically they like to keep cell buddies separated. You know, when they investigating, they don't want you talking about the case. So why would they be cell buddies? I'm gonna tell you why.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this, you may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up with the wife? How you doing?
Oh my God, it's so good to finally hear your voice. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where are you?
Well, I'm in LA.
That shit do sound strange. If you notice, you only hear the background when he's speaking. Yo, but if you ever talked on the jail phone, that you gonna hear that background no matter who the fuck speaking. Pay attention to that.
You won't believe who's my selling.
Who?
Bricc baby.
What?
You hear how it stopped?
Yeah, this shit crazy.
That is insane.
They
Was
typically
that
don't
like
do that.
pre-planned? Like what the heck? Oh my gosh. So Bricc baby is your cellmate?
I'll be my selling.
No. That is wild.
I'm starting to believe these motherfuckers not locked up. Bricc baby probably not locked up either. Cause that don't make sense. Why is the background noise only being heard when he speak?
He was like, "Thank you for the t-shirts and everything like that," and he was like, "You real for that," and then like the money for it.
Well, I definitely, I would hope, they would do the same and if the table was turned, So I definitely, if I had the outsource to be able to help his wife while going through this, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I already sent her first payment last week from the sales we made last week, and she was so happy. But I'm happy that he heard about it. That's good. I'm going to keep pushing so that we can keep making some money that way. It gives a little more ease, even for at least for these phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Because, it ain't cheap.
No, Bricc, hold on. I want to talk to you.
What's up, sis?
Hey, Bricc, how you doing?
Thank you for everything you're doing. I heard you keeping the name strong.
Listen, I'm trying, I'm doing whatever I can with the power that I have,
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up. How you holding up?
Oh, man, we coolin'. My boy here now, so we
Yo, is that crazy? You guys are cellmates?
Now that's his boy. That's his boy now.
What? How in the world did that happen?
When I figured out the jail, I'm like, bro, finna come. I'm like, as soon as he come, I'm about to bring you ready. Because you gotta come here. So I'm like, yeah, he about to come right here with us.
That's crazy. So you helped set that up?
Yeah, well, as soon as he came in, shit, you already know. It ain't no other way he gonna go. And we can't be talking in front of all these people, so I just like, come on.
Man, that's what's up. Okay.
Now you hear the background noise. You hear the background noise while Bricc talking. Why the fuck you don't hear that shit when Luce can't? Yo, this shit is strange, man. But we gonna run with the narrative. Let's say he is cell buddies.
Maybe it's that.
He's here, he's teething, so I'm going through that phase right now where he's a little fussy, but I'm bearing with it.
You don't hear it now.
I'm bearing with it.
Here you go, bro, right here.
All right. Good to hear from you. Keep your head up.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot. Y'all about to pick up where y'all left off. Y'all gonna be holding podcasts in the cell?
This shit's crazy, but I'm trying to see if you could cash app so I can get some food.
Yeah, of course. Wait, who? Just give me a cash app and I'll send it over so that you can get some outside food, because I'm sure the food over there is trash.
Yo, these are crimes, yo. Like, what the fuck is this? Cash app so I can get some food. Who the fuck is you cash app in the joint? Why you ain't going through GTL or one of them motherfucking services?
It's terrible. I love I love you.
I love you too.
Where I'm at, I'm always gonna be good.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go.
I'm just happy that, you know, you're okay, because my stomach was churning all night when I didn't hear from you, baby. You don't even understand. I was a little nervous, you know, even though I know this is part of the process. Just not hearing from you for all the hours really, really made me stressful.
Yeah, no, that shit crazy.
And then I was trying to add money to your books because, you know, I saw that you were in the LA system, but it still was processing. So I couldn't even like add money or nothing. So
Where the fuck is
I'm just
Alvin
happy
at?
you found
Alvin,
a way
look
to
them
reach
up,
me
man. Look up
through
Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby.
someone else's phone
You
line,
watching.
you know? When did they say you're going to be fully activated so that I can do that?
I don't know, but that's why I'm gonna have you on Cash App.
Okay.
And then I need you to get on with the lawyer. What I told you to send him.
Yeah. I already talked to the lawyer. He's supposed to come see you, and I think you're supposed to have court tomorrow, so he'll come check you in court tomorrow too. You know, now that you're in LA, because you know everybody in the world thinking you got a public defender.
That's goofy as shit. They know how much money we get.
Man, it's just silly. You just had someone at the detention thing. That was it. But your lawyer is in LA. Like, I don't know why people just be doing that, you know?
It's goofy.
But anyways, I love you so much. I'm so glad I heard from you. I know this call is going to cut off soon. So, you know, I just want to make sure you hear that.
If you live anywhere here in
That's
the red circle area, you have it all.
Yo, let me tell you something, right? If they is in the same cell, your Bricc Baby better not talk about nothing involving their case. I'm trying to tell you. If they put them in the same cell, they did it for a reason. Yo, because they do not typically put co-defendants on the same cell. They don't even put them on the same tier. You know what I mean? They don't want you talking about the case. Only time they want you talking about the case is if somebody's cooperating and they giving that information back. Bricc Baby better not fall for the trick because he's gonna find himself involved in this fucking Rico talking to Luce Cannon. I promise you. If they is in the same cell, it's because Luce Cannon is cooperating. Bricc Baby is not in that indictment, and he's gonna find himself in that indictment if he's sitting that bitch and talk to Luce Cannon about anything. I promise you. You will see. No, they ain't gotta tap the cell because Luce Cannon tell him. They ain't gotta tap shit. He telling. Hope Bricc Baby smart. For real. He was smart enough, you know, he didn't did a lot of talking. But he was smart enough not to ever mention Big U name on them platforms. Not in the capacity of crimes. He going that bitch bullshitting, thinking Luce Cannon his friend. He gonna find himself a co-defendant.
Pockets hurting, that's a bummer. Nigga, trust me,
he gonna be a co-defendant real soon. I mean, we ain't saying his name on that. Yeah, you're right. It's either both of them working or one of them working to get the other one to be a part of the shit. Only if you got... Yeah, yo, but typically they don't want you talking about your case with your co-defendants. That's typically how that goes. I had co-defendants, but none of us on the same tier. They had us on keep separate. Now, I done seen situations where co-defendants have been on the same tier, but they was cooperating. They both was ratting. Yeah, man. Or it could be that. It could be a situation like my man said. Either one of them ratting, trying to get the other one, trying to get information from the other one, or they both ratting. That's the only scenario. Either one of them is ratting or they both ratting. All right. So check Luce Cannon. See what Luce Cannon at. See if he in BOP custody. They probably is both telling because they can't go on. They can't go on no deck. They probably both on PC. Luce can't go on no deck, especially not when he get not if he gets sentenced to the feds. Man, hell no. So look, y'all, it's still the public assassination attempt of Diddy. Diddy hit with new sex trafficking charges month before trial. A month before trial, y'all. Diddy go to trial next month. So let's read this shit. So his trial was set for May 5th. On April 4th, federal prosecutors added 2 new charges to Diddy indictment. Prosecutors expect 4 accusers to testify against Diddy, born Sean Combs. The new testimonies will expand on allegations that the disgraced hip-hop mogul engaged in sex trafficking with multiple women. Now, I told y'all, these are all ex-girlfriends. Like, yo, they really trying to convince a jury that Diddy was sex trafficking his girlfriends, y'all. He ain't smoked because this is bogus. That's why he gonna beat these sex trafficking counts. Now, I don't know if he's gonna beat every count, but he's not getting found guilty on this sex trafficking shit. The April 4th superseding indictment returned by a federal grand jury in Manhattan, New York, alleges Diddy 55 used force, fraud, or coercion to compel a woman to engage in commercial sex acts from at least 2021 to 2024. The indictment, which is the second filed against Diddy, also accused him of helping transport the woman, only identified as victim 2, plus other people, including commercial sex workers, to engage in prostitution during the same time frame. Diddy was a freak. Like, they really locked Diddy up because Diddy was a freak. The 2 new charges are in addition to racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking charges filed against Diddy upon his September 2024 arrest. Now he faces a total of 5 charges. According to the federal prosecutors, the racketeering conspiracy charge stemmed from allegations that Diddy sex trafficked 3 victims and forced a 4th one of his employees into sexual activity with him. Since the beginning of the civil suits and federal indictment, Diddy and his legal team have vehemently denied all allegations against him. Responding to the new charges, his legal team states, there are not new allegations or new accusers. These are the same individuals, former long-term girlfriends, who were involved in consensual relationships. This was his private sex life, defined by consent, not coercion. That's what it is, y'all. So this is Diddy, legal team, and what they said. See, y'all can see right now that these lawsuits is falling by the wayside. Diddy scored a small victory in Lil Rod lawsuit. Tony Busby withdraw from attorney for 15 sexual. Like, the whole case is bullshit. The case is bullshit. They trying to convince people that Diddy was sex trafficking girls that he was in a fucking relationship with. It's bogus. Now we gotta talk about this motherfucking Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates be on some wild shit. Did y'all see this little kid right here? Got y'all. Did I save that for somewhere else? No, I did. This shit funny.
Yeah, gang, bro. I just got robbed and shit by my nigga, bro. I don't even stay on the West, bro. I'm just trying to see if anybody on the street woke, bro. These
Wrong though, bro. Pull. While let
Man,
them
you
piss
crazy.
out, baby. Pull on up out of here before I grab hammers and everything, man. Go ahead on, man.
Damn, gang.
You got the wrong house, man. Ain't nothing but bullets up in here. Read the door sign. All bullets. Ain't nothing in here but bullets.
The nigga just robbed me, gang. I ain't even on no weird shit, bro.
Shit, I'm about to rob you.
You say shit, I'm about to rob you. Eddie look, yo, crazy. See, that's fucked up, yo. Maybe he really did get robbed. But since the perception of these young kids is what it is, ain't nobody gonna trust that. He could have been on bullshit, though. So Wack 100 decides to call out Jay Prince. He say, what ratting looks like, right or wrong, Jay Prince told the world what crimes was committed, who did the crime, where they're located, and tag people so the feds can look into them. So Wack is trying to slide from under his snitching by calling out Jay Prince. And I ain't gonna lie, this is ratting. Mob ties calls to real street guys around the world, but especially on the East Coast and the Bronx. There's a clown by the name of Zay and his crew who want to become famous by bragging about robbing rap industry guys. They recently bragged about robbing the artist YBN Almighty J, whom I'm invested in. They robbed him of his money and jewelry, including a Rap-A-Lot piece. So therefore, they robbed a piece of me. This is a perfect opportunity to execute our unity where we don't allow moment thinkers to muddy the waters over the movement. With that being said, to the homies in the Bronx, if any of these clowns are your friends or family, speak now so we can get an understanding. To ignore this is a receipt for disaster. Other than that, it's these clowns versus the realists in every hood around the world. That's the meaning of mob ties. This is definitely telling. I don't know what the fuck J. Prince was thinking, but that is right, because these guys got locked up for this shit. They got locked up for that. Now, but that don't excuse what the fuck Wack did. Nigga, that shit don't make it no fucking better. Yo, Black Youngster popped back up online again. What the fuck, Black? Hey, since all that shit been going on, Black Youngster disappeared. He must have changed his life.
Get him, Jay. Come up. Why you giving up?
Motherfucker ain't seen Black Youngster in like 2 years.
Come on. Oh. Yo. Hey.
Oh, all right.
Hey. You won.
So these kind of is, and he is locked up.
Say I beat your youngster. Say it. You just beat him. Get him, Jay. Come up.
Man, straight up, man. Salute. Shit, I gotta go to work in a minute anyway. That's why I'm trying to breeze through all this shit. Lord CJ Casino got arrested. They investigating him. They are investigating Lord CJ Casino.
Off of North Shepherd Thursday, watching who they believe to be a man wanted for an out-of-state robbery. But when they later stopped him and his female passenger for failing to signal, they realized he was somebody else.
No, they actually...
Off of North...
That's fine. At ABC 13. They on his ass. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. That's what they do when they on your ass. Start fucking with you for anything. What the fuck is that? What the name of that article would be? Police chase leads to crash that knocked out electricity in dozens of homes. Police chase. Let me see something. Okay, go right here. 22 hours ago. Let's go back. Ain't on there. A man's in jail found a police chase of mistaken identity.
Casino here, you can unlock a world of rewards here. Jackpots here could get you to a live show right here.
So if Luce Cannon is locked up with Bricc Baby, Bricc Baby better be quiet. I'm telling you, that's some of the best information my mother ever told me. Don't be in there talking about your case. Luce Cannon trying to line Bricc Baby ass up. Watch. Why is Bricc Baby up in that motherfucking indictment? Unless they both snitching. It's the only way they do that, y'all. Only time I seen co-defendants on the same tier is if they both was ratting. It's the only time I ever seen it.
Now in jail after a Houston police chase ended in that crash. Good evening to you. I'm Mayra Moreno.
And I'm Jonathan Bruce. Now the crash took out power and then water for several townhomes in Independence Heights.
And as ABC 13 Shannon Ryan reports, police say this all started as a case of mistaken identity.
Police tell us they thought they were pursuing one man wanted for a felony when they realized that they had actually been tailing somebody entirely different. But then they realized that he had several felonies himself.
They lying like a motherfucker.
A chaotic ending to a chase.
I was like, finally, something I can actually like put on Facebook.
With an equally chaotic beginning.
The officers in North Patrol Division were surveilling the location, looking for a wanted fugitive, and it just so happens a different wanted fugitive popped up.
Captain Ryan Watson with the Houston Police Department says officers were at this apartment off of North Shepherd Thursday, watching who they believe to be a man wanted for an out-of-state robbery. But when they later stopped him and his female passenger for failing to signal, they realized he was somebody else.
No, they actually thought they were on the first person because the two look very similar.
Watson said when the second man identified himself, police realized he also had several felony warrants.
So we have prohibited weapons, which is typically short barrel weapons, machine guns, Glock switches, that sort of thing. And then an aggravated assault, deadly weapon, and an aggravated robbery warrant. So this is a person that had a lot of heavy-duty warrants.
Which is why Watson says police made the calculation to chase him about a half mile down this residential street, passing Hurt Porter's home.
And I saw this truck zooming down the street.
Yeah, that's wild as a bitch.
The speed bumps. And I was like, oh, I don't think he's going to make that turn.
Police say he didn't make it, crashing out in this ditch before flying through this fence, temporarily knocking out electricity and water for a row of towers.
Before we could get any emergency personnel or record in there, we had to call Centerpoint Electrical to come in and to deactivate the line to make sure nobody got accidentally electrocuted because electricity and water typically don't mix.
And you can see just a real headache left behind for homeowners here, but thankfully nobody was hurt. We're told the suspect is now facing another charge for evading. In Independence Heights, Shannon Ryan, ABC 30.
God damn, shorty. I think they lying. I think they was watching his motherfucking ass, to be honest. They trying to jam him up. That's what they do, y'all. All that clout chasing and shit. These motherfuckers be clout chasing themselves into indictments. Them ain't wanting to claim shit that they probably even ain't had nothing to do with or no goddamn well they shouldn't be claiming. Only doing that shit for clout and shit. Now his ass locked the fuck up in Houston. Well, he from Dallas. And now they got free reign to investigate and see what the fuck else he got going on. You know, that's a fucked up situation to be arrested while they investigate. You know what I mean? They probably be pressing the shit out of his ass. Shit crazy. Yo, but I gotta get ready to go to work, y'all. I appreciate everybody that tapped, and we probably go live again. Depending on how the night go. We probably go live again. I don't know. I can't tell you what time. We're gonna try to shoot for 11, but it probably ain't gonna be 11. More likely it probably be at the 12 or around 12. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's another day keeping you new. And I'm out.